Hello everyone, this is reading on my Colorsoft for 24 hours. I just unboxed my Kindle Colorsoft and it is about 10 p.m. I am about 60-something% of the way through this book, and in this vlog I am going to show you the reading experience. I'm going to get used to the Colorsoft and see if I like it and tell you all the different features, as well as review some books. So if that sounds good to you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more e-reader reviews and unboxings and reading vlogs. So let's dive into this. So, okay, it's 11:46 p.m. But here's the thing. This weekend is fall back. So I thought, what better weekend than to do a little 24-hour reading vlog. I know the last time I did this, I got really hung up on the stats. This time, we're just going to enjoy the experience of reading on the Colorsoft, and then I'll also, like I said, give you some opinions on the books as I read. So here's the first thing I have to say about the Colorsoft. It's so fingerprinty. It's wild. I don't know if you can see this, but I just cleaned it off, and it's already smudgy, and I don't even know, like, my hands are clean. Like, I just washed them because I was trying to make sure I didn't re-smudge. But this is the smudgiest device that I've ever had, even more so than the Kindle Fire models. When I had those, I felt like they were pretty smudgy. But this, I'm just like, I don't think I could deal with this without getting some kind of skin to go over it, because this is just crazy. So that's my first thing to say. I don't know why it's so smudgy. The second thing, which I don't know if you can see this, if it'll focus. My camera's being a little weird because it's dim since it's nighttime. Don't mind the yellow lighting. It's just because I like warm light before I go to sleep because it helps me sleep better. So good thing this thing has a warm light setting. But what I'm looking at is I have restarted this thing 3 times trying to get to just show 100% because I want to show you how much battery we use with certain settings on. So I'll go ahead and show you if you're here for the reading experience. Sorry about the glare. I do not have airplane mode on. I have Bluetooth off, auto brightness is on, and the warmth is on. And here's the big thing, is I have vivid color on. And it says you should do standard for everyday reading, but I feel like that's just not, like, it's kind of grayscaled, and I don't love it. I don't know if you guys can see the difference there. I'll show you in the morning with natural light too, but I keep trying to get this to focus on it. But look, it's not focusing as well when I don't have the Vivid on. So let's turn the Vivid on and see if that helps the camera to focus actually, because it was focusing when I had that one turned on. I don't know if it makes a difference, but you guys can kind of tell that, right? That it makes a difference on the covers. So anyway, the book we are reading right now is not that book actually. The book we're reading right now is Quicksilver by Callie Hart, and as you can see, I am 66% of the way. I also have the audiobook, but I'm not going to cheat. I also need to read a bunch of NetGalley things, but the next one that I want to read, all of my books loaded out of order. That's another thing where it's like, okay, we're just going to go to the library because I need to, like, organize my books. What is happening? Okay, now we have our results. Thank you. So there's my ARC, there's the audiobook, and I think, wait, what? Oh, no, that just has the audiobook linked. Okay, so we're downloading A Tribute of Fire, so that should show up on my homepage now. And again, I'm sorry if this is blurry. It will fix itself in the next clip once it's daytime, or, geez. There we go. Then, so we have A Tribute of Fire, Quicksilver, and what's the third one? Oh, Nightbane, because Skyshade comes out really soon, by Alex Astor. So those are 3 books that I really want to read in this 24-hour challenge. Oops, that was my bad. I keep doing this where I look through the camera. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so now that will download. We're going to keep an eye on the battery, but again, I don't think the battery is really giving us a good showing here because it's probably not accurate, because no matter what I do, like I said, I've plugged this in, I've restarted, and it's still giving 99. I have never seen it at 100, so It's kind of weird. It's just one of those like satisfaction things. Like, does anyone else feel that way? Tell me in the comments if you feel that way, that you just, it's like nice to see it at 100%, but whatever. So let's go back up here to the top of our page. And you can also choose whether you want the series to be shown together. I think I actually chose that I didn't want that, but anyway. So if we go in here, then you can see Lightlark and Nightbane. So we're going to read that one third because the order these things come out in. This one's already out. This one just came out today. I had the ARC, but I haven't gotten very far, as you can see. And then I have Nightbane that I need to read. So let's jump back into Quicksilver. And let me show you what the cover looks like. I guess I was already showing it earlier, but it looks so much better with the Vivid turned on. Even just with the cover, you can tell a difference. The other one was just kind of like gray, and this one you can really make out more colors. So we're just gonna leave the Vivid on. I know it might suck up more battery life, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and start the 24 hours and we'll see what we think about the Colorsoft and all of these fingerprints. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's the next day, so we can finally look at this in actual daylight. This is just normal, I would say, light. And let me go ahead and let's move into like direct sunlight so we can see the cover there. I know some people are commenting on my video right now, like the unboxing video, that Quicksilver is not the best cover for this, but I will show multiple covers in this video and the comparison video. Just so happens that Quicksilver is like a little bit more grayed out, but it's just some covers are more neutral. So maybe this is a better example actually. So let's go over here. All right, so this is very bright direct sunlight that's coming in straight from the window. So you can really see, it almost actually even washes the color out a tad. But you can definitely see the color a bit more. And this is on, did I change it to Vivid or Standard? I can't remember, I'll have to look. But if you change it to Vivid, it definitely does make the cover brighter. Somebody asked me that in my unboxing as well. It is just a fingerprint magnet. I don't know. I read for about 3.5, 4 hours last night, and I'm very much near the end of Quicksilver. I could tell I'm at the part where things are about to start picking up, and if I just could tell if I read more, I was gonna fall asleep and not retain any information. But we got to more of like the alchemy part, where Sarah Swain, who's the main character, she is like an alchemist. She's the only one who can figure out how to work this material called Quicksilver, and we're getting more into that. And we had a really cool scene last night where she was actually figuring out something that people haven't figured out for thousands of years, kind of a thing. I don't want to spoil anything in Quicksilver, but I love the alchemy part of it, and it's interesting. It's like every book I've ever read, but it's like no book I've ever read at the same time. So I think I'll finish that pretty soon. The thing that I'm not loving about this is just the fingerprints. The yellow bar hasn't been bothering me so much when I've been reading, but it's so fingerprint prone. I don't even know how to tell you guys. It's very much reminding me of my Kindle Fires, just the way to hold it. And I'm really feeling like I do love that. I want to put a pop socket on it, but since I might be trading this device in, if the yellow line is a hardware issue, I don't want to put a pop socket on it, but I'm tempted. No, it's hard to hold. Like, it's lighter than my Paperwhite, but it's weirdly unwieldy to hold when you're in bed trying to hold it with one hand or something. When it's not flat, like when I'm sitting flat on my couch reading it like this, it's fine, but otherwise it's just hard to kind of angle it right and get your hand around it, at least my hand. Maybe I'm just really used to the basic, but this is my little update. I'm gonna make some coffee and I will update you as I read and maybe do like a little time lapse as well. Okay, coffee secured. Let's look at the yellow line. The light is coming in funny through my blinds, so I might have to raise them up, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it looks just like the rest of the screen, to be honest with you. In real life, at least. I'm looking through the camera and I don't see anything. Interesting. So it's pretty responsive. Also, people wanted to see what it looked like with the page. Oh my gosh, now the light's being so funny. So you go into like the font and then it says page color. And then it turns it black. and you can't see anything down here. Like, it doesn't look weird. Some people were saying you could see light coming through the edges. I haven't noticed that. And yeah, like this is kind of funky, but that's just the book formatting. So I'm gonna keep reading, and I'm gonna change the page back just because I wanna see if I can notice that yellow, because they are sending me a replacement one. I don't know, through the camera, I feel like I can see just maybe a ghost of yellow, but it's much better than it was yesterday, I feel. So it might be going away. I don't really understand that though, because to me it seems like it would be a hardware situation, but maybe it's a software situation after all. I don't know. I'm still replying to all the comments on the unboxing. So thank you guys so much for watching it if you watched it. And I'll keep you updated on this situation and getting the new one as well to see if that's in the new one or if it's gone by then. On both of them, who knows? This shadow is so funny, but we'll see. Other people who have the Colorsoft, is yours going away? I don't know. I feel like now I'm looking for it. Now it's like, am I seeing things? I don't know. Okay, so it is there. It was not visible earlier this morning, but now I can kind of still see it. Like the sun is starting to go down a little bit, and it's so crazy because this is our last sunset that's gonna be like before 5 p.m. I think, or not before, after 5 p.m. because we're gonna do the fall back tomorrow, but you can still see it. But honestly, like, unless you're looking for it, I still don't really see it. It is there. The camera is picking it up actually more than it is in real life. And again, Amazon is sending me another one, but I'm kind of like, do I care? I mean, I do care because this is like a $300 device. I got it for a much better deal though, because I had something to trade in. I traded in like a Fire Stick. So I actually got like a little $5 gift card plus 20% off. So I think I got like $70-ish off. So it was better. Still not a cheap device by any means. I had some people who were like really irritated in my comments being like, this is just crazy. Like, why are we all accepting this? I don't think we're accepting it, but I think some people it's a personal preference. Like some people care more than others. You can tell me in the comments how you feel about it, because I really love to hear other people's opinions, but I don't know. I can see it, but I don't know, caring less about it. I think we'll see how it goes later into the evening. You can see I'm 75% of the way through Quicksilver. Things are really picking up, and I feel like from this point on, I'm just gonna have to read the rest of it, and then I'll move on to A Tribute of Fire, and then we'll move on to Nightbane, and I'll keep showing you all the different covers, and then also how this looks in different lighting as I keep reading. So I think we're on like hour 7. I'll have to look at my timer. So I took a little dinner break, which was great. I'm now at 83% on Quicksilver, and the yellow is there. I feel like it is less noticeable. I don't know if I'm getting used to it or if it's just less noticeable, but I'm purposely reading in a little bit darker lighting so that this has to light up more, but you can see it. It's really not that bad, but for a $300 device, it shouldn't be there. I feel like people are saying it's on the new Paperwhites too, but I have a couple of friends who bought the new Paperwhites and they're saying it's not there. At least on the Paperwhite signature, that's the one that they both have. So I don't know. You'll have to ask people that you know, or maybe go look at some reviews of those, because I did not buy that one. I bought the matcha and I bought the Colorsoft, but I did not buy a new Paperwhite just because I loved my agave green one from the last generation. So I don't know, guys. Trying to get that to focus on that yellow. It's really, really small. Here's like a blank page. Tell me what you can see. I don't know. Anyway, I've been using, it has been so fingerprinty, my goodness. Okay, so Firmu sent me these glasses, which was perfect because I needed new glasses, and I love them. I'm kind of obsessed actually, because I have been spending way too much money on e-readers, and glasses are also expensive. So I was actually super happy when they reached out and wanted to send me a pair. So they have my prescription in there, which is super awesome. And these are really inexpensive eyeglasses, so maybe check those out. But the best part about this, well, the best part about it is having new glasses that are super cute. But the convenient part of the arrival of these glasses is that they sent me this little case, which is so convenient because it actually is like a cleaning cloth in a case. So whenever you put them in there, it like kind of automatically cleans them. But you always have like a little cleaning case with you, which I think is brilliant. So I've been using the edge of this to like clean the fingerprints off because it's been getting kind of ridiculous. So anyway, there we go. There's the focus. I don't know what's going on with my camera lately with the focusing, unfocusing, and the dark light, but I need to figure out the settings because I know that's been annoying me, so it's probably annoying you to watch, but thanks for your patience with that. I try and get it to focus as much as possible, but sometimes in dark lighting, there it is. See, it just like went warm again. I don't know. I need to look at the settings, but anyway, that's what I've been up to, and I am on chapter 37. So I'm going to probably just finish this. Like, this is at a crucial point in the book. Things have been going. Like, we had a little twist. Something got a little crazy. So I decided to, when I got home, I made myself some tea. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Okay, I'm not gonna move it. This is like my favorite tea ever. I mentioned this in my Amazon favorites. It's Tezo Passion. So good. Just need to make sure I don't spill it on the white rug. The white rug is back, by the way. There were like some lost vlogs where I talked all about how I spilled coffee all over this rug. So maybe eventually I'll edit those and I'll explain it because it was kind of funny but not funny. But the white rug is back, and we are, I don't know, I just like to sit at my little table, have my tea, maybe get a little snack, and I'm gonna finish Quicksilver. So here we go. Okay, someone just asked me in the comments of my YouTube video, like the unboxing of this one, to show the different modes and see what happens to the yellow line. So keep an eye on the yellow line. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you dark mode, but it's not actually dark mode, it's just like page color mode, which is different than, what is up with the focusing today? It's different than the other devices because it doesn't have like a full dark mode, which is actually a reason a lot of people are returning, because see, like this didn't turn dark. If I do this on my basic, it turns dark as well. Hang on. Grab my little basic. Let me show you what dark mode looks like. I feel like I should turn on the lights in here, but I was purposely, like I said, trying to read in kind of low lighting to see what this light did. But let me show you how on dark mode on this one, if I swipe down and I do dark mode on the basic, oh, was it already in dark mode? No, it wasn't. I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, if I do dark mode on the basic, what's actually kind of cool is, okay, that's kind of funny. Wait a minute. Look at this. Hang on. The little butterflies are fully encompassed on this one, but not this one. So anyway, here's like a little thing. This one is not as bright as this one. Let's turn up the brightness just a hair on this one. So actually, it's pretty bright. Here, what chapter are we on? Just so I can give you an exact comparison. Oh, no. It was just that one chapter with the butterflies. I'm glad we checked. Interesting. So here's like a little text comparison between, this is the basic and this is the Colorsoft. This does look a little more crisp, but as you can see on dark mode in this one, like everything goes dark. On this one, only the page is dark and then the rest is white. So kind of interesting. And then somebody also asked if you can see the brightness. So right now I'm on Vivid, by the way, and we're down to 95%. I've been reading for kind of a long time. Probably, I think I'll have to look at my timer, but I think I've been reading for 9 hours at this point almost 9 hours. I did take a few breaks in between, but you can see that the Vivid is on, warmth all the way up. Okay, do we see the yellow line? Do we see a difference? I don't know, you guys will have to tell me what you see. So I'm gonna go ahead, I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back to the way it was. I don't know what the warmth was, but we're just gonna put it right about there. And it's actually, it looks a little better. What do we think? Focusing it a bit more. You guys will have to tell me what you think here. Okay, just an update. I'm at 90% on Quicksilver, and this is insane, you guys. The payoff of everything in this book, the scope of this book is crazy. I don't know how many more books there are gonna be, but this is wild. I know I've been stuck on this book for a while if you've been following along, but this is paying off in a huge way. I'm obsessed. Okay, this is a monumental moment. At long last, I have finished Quicksilver. It's an easy 5-star for me, but I have no idea how many books are going to be in this series, but the scope of this story was crazy. I feel like I'm going to need to go back and reread like the last 50 pages of the book, just because I was flipping through like wanting to know what was happening, and I feel like I maybe missed some details, but the places where I got stuck were completely explained and completely made sense later. I don't know. This one's a hard one to talk about because there's so many things I could spoil. But overall, if you're looking for something that, oh my gosh, I don't even know how, like, it's kind of like ACOTAR, but I actually think I might like this better than ACOTAR. It also is like, it kind of feels a bit like if ACOTAR, Dune, Reckless, like from the Powerless series, like every book, it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna need to form thoughts on this, guys. This was really, 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 really good. I loved it, and I will be reading the next one whenever it comes out. I think it comes out next year, so we'll have to wait for that one. And this is kind of cool. This is my first time seeing the end screen in color, so you can actually see that it has Callie Hart's picture in color, and then it has like the suggestions for what you should buy next or read next in color. So honestly, pretty cool. I did not even notice the yellow at the bottom. Like my brain has completely tuned that out. I don't know if you guys can see it in this light because I'm just reading by lamplight at this point. So I don't know if we can see the little yellow. I can see it, but my brain completely tuned it out while I was reading. I was just fully immersed. And let's also check the battery life. So we're at 91%. It is 11:53 p.m., but it's actually technically only 10:53 p.m. because we have the fallback, and the clocks will turn at like 2 a.m. or whatever it is. Is it 2 a.m., 3 a.m.? I don't know when it is. I think it's 2. So the battery is actually doing really well. And like I said, we're on Vivid color, so that's pretty good for Vivid. And I have Wi-Fi on, so that just reported to Goodreads. So if you're not friends with me on Goodreads, feel free to find me. I'll link it in the description below, so you can stay up to date with whatever I'm reading. So yeah, we're doing pretty well on the battery, I would say. I mean, it did drain it like, what, 9% in the time that I was reading that book, but that doesn't seem like that's an issue to me. All right, I don't love reading books that are same genre one after the other sometimes, because I like to like let things sit, but at this point the books that I have to read are all fantasy, and I also have another fantasy book that I just realized I need to read as well, but we're gonna jump into A Tribute of Fire next. I feel like I need to like sit with my thoughts on Quicksilver, and I'll be able to write a review and put that on Goodreads, and I will also make like a little recent reads video and tell you more about that too. So let's jump into A Tribute of Fire by Soraya Wilson, and look at this little dedication for all of my Reylo friends and everyone who adores enemies to lovers. So people who don't know, Reylo is like the ship name for Rey and Kylo Ren in the Star Wars sequel series, and I was a big fan of both of those characters, so I think I'm really gonna like this book. So let me show you the cover, just because it's really pretty, especially on the color screen here. Very nice. So let's go ahead and let's get reading A Tribute of Fire. And I'll be able to explain this one to you a little bit better once I start it, because honestly, I don't actually know the entire plot. Ooh, okay, actually, wait, this is something I was looking at on the Kobo just to see. Looks pretty crisp. If they don't format the maps with color, then you won't get color in the maps. So anyway, let's start reading. I'm at 90% battery on here. So I'm at 90% battery. The clocks are gonna go back anytime now. At 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. That's how tired I am. 2 a.m. I'm 8% in, and I don't know if I'm gonna finish more than 2 books in this 24-hour challenge, just because I've really been taking my time, and these are both fantasy books, so I feel like they're just taking a while in general. Update on the yellow bar. I don't even notice it anymore. It just does not really bother me. But what is bothering me is the fact that I really want a pop socket. Like, I feel like I'm having a hard time holding this in my hand because I'm so used to the basic and or having a pop socket on my Paperwhite. So I cannot wait for a case so I can put a little pop socket ring on it and be able to hold it a little bit more easily, because it's been a while since I've just held it kind of like this for an extended period of time, or tried to kind of hold on to the side. It's easier when you're sitting up, but when you're laying down, it's like, it's like, what do I do? You know? So I keep seeing TikToks of people saying that the Colorsoft is less crisp than the last generation Paperwhites. So I grabbed my Paperwhite. So this is my agave green Paperwhite 11th generation. So like the 2021, I think, version, but not the latest release. Then this is the Colorsoft over here. They're both on the exact same brightness and warmth settings, like just both in the middle. And this is what they look like. So this does look warmer, even though I'll just show you. That they're both on 10 brightness and 16 warmth, okay? Oops, go back. Okay, so that's what they look like. As for crispness, let's see if I can really focus this. I feel like I'm doing like one of those eye tests, you know what I mean, where it's like number 1 or number 2. But I actually think, hold on, focus again. There. I actually think this one looks more crisp. This one has like a bit of a grayish look to it, which isn't bad. Like, I still love this look, but this one looks crisper to me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you're seeing. If you want to pause and look, feel free. But I'm thinking this one actually looks crisp. So I'm not really agreeing with people who are saying, like, maybe it's a unit issue as well. Like, I'm thinking that's what it could be, where like some people's units might have things going on worse than others. And then if you look for the yellow bar, you can kind of see it if you are looking for it. But weirdly, now that I'm looking for it, I'm like, do I see it over here? Am I crazy? It just kind of looks like the bottom piece here actually looks like the entire screen over here. Does that make any sense? Let me know what you're thinking. Okay, good morning. It's the next day. I'm still reading A Tribute of Fire, still dealing with fingerprints, thinking of a solution to that. My new one's coming tomorrow, and I kind of wish that I had waited, because people are saying like, oh, you can only get 1 replacement device, but it's okay. We'll just open up the next one. We're just gonna have an unboxing times 2, so it'll be kind of funny. But you guys, I have the coolest thing in the entire world to show you. Let me move this over here. That I got approved to have Sky Shade early. Are you kidding me? That is so cool. So this was like kind of like a weird little secret on NetGalley that they put Sky Shade on there, because they didn't put it through Alex Astor's normal publisher. Sorry, there's a dog having the time of its life outside, but I'm so shook. I'm so excited. So that means I really, really, really need to finish Nightbane so that I can get to reading Skyshade early, like listening to it. You guys know how much I love audiobooks, so this is like, this made my morning. Like, I'm just speechless, so excited. So anyway, sorry to interrupt the vlog of the 24 hours on my Colorsoft, but this just speechless. Thank you to whoever approved that. Anyway, back to our Colorsoft content. So let's see here. See, again, in daylight, like it's not streaming directly onto this. Like if I put it in this light, it is. Okay, this is the Paperwhite. You can see it adjusting there. This is the Colorsoft. I don't see the line. But again, it's daytime, so I don't know. But this is, again, the Paperwhite last edition, not the edition from right here. So daytime comparison, I don't know, maybe like it looks like, okay, if I look through the camera, I see like a hair of something, but I feel like maybe I'm just looking for it at this point. But I don't see it in real life. Did they fix it? Is it just daytime? I don't know. Someone also asked me to do a comparison of the lock screens. So in daylight, this is a comparison, although this one is kind of in, let's just switch these just so you can see. It does look like this one is a bit brighter contrast-wise. Ugh, it looks different in real life than it does on camera. See, this is the problem. I feel like I wish I could show you this with my eyes instead of just showing you with the camera, but obviously I can't stream with my eyeballs, but I wish that I could, because this is actually way more vibrant blue in person. I'll try and fix it in editing, and maybe I'll chop up some clips and show you like, this is edited, this is not edited, that kind of a thing. Because again, I just feel like it's not doing it justice. Like maybe I'll change the lighting in some clips. So if I do that, I'll put that on the screen just so you guys can see it. But otherwise, that's kind of what it looks like. I'm loving this book, by the way. It's really good. Soraya Wilson, I think this is her first fantasy book. She's written so many other books, but I love her writing style. It's like quick, easy to understand, but the world building. Ooh, look at that. Okay, hold on. The sun is coming out. It's like it heard me. But anyway, the world building is top tier. I'm loving it so far. It's kind of like an ancient Greece fantasy type situation. So definitely check that out. I also, like I said, just got the ARC of Skyshade in an audiobook, which like, could it be any better? I don't know. So I need to like read through this quickly. So I'm not sure. I might end this vlog here just because I think it's been quite long. And by the way, the battery on this one is at 89%, and I've been reading on it like not for a full 24 hours. Obviously I've been using this for over 24 hours, so that's why I'm gonna call it good on this vlog. But the battery on this one is at 89%, and I probably read for a solid, I want to say 15 hours on this. So it went down like 11% in 15 hours with warmth and brightness at like a medium level. So not bad. And the other thing I want to consider about the battery life on this one is that it was downloading a bunch of books and I had Wi-Fi turned on. So I feel like they always, like even my basic drained a little bit more when I had things loading onto it. So I will have to keep you updated when my other Colorsoft gets here tomorrow. I'm gonna do probably a second unboxing, so you guys will get to see that. So make sure you're subscribed to see that, and I will continue to use it and continue to do comparisons between devices. So if there's something specific that you want to see or you have questions about, please leave them in the comments and I'll make sure that I include them in my next video. And as always, please give this video a thumbs up because it just helps me to reach more people who are obsessed with cozy tech, e-reader, and book content. So thank you so much for watching. Overall, I guess I would say, let me just throw this in there. I would say I do love this device. I love getting to see all of the covers in color. I know I already said goodbye. Okay, let's see. Like, I just think these are ARCs. That's why it's not showing up. I just think this is worth it. Like, if you, let's go ahead. Let's just look at the home screen. This is in the library tab. This is in the home tab. So I guess I'll do library on this one as well. There we go. So let me scroll down one more. See, this one doesn't have everything loaded on it either. So here, maybe I'll download some more. I don't know. I just think the experience is worth it. Seeing it all in color for me. I still love the black and white devices. I am probably going to keep one of the Colorsofts regardless, and I just hope they fix the feature. But again, the little bar, the little yellow bar, like, I'm not seeing it on here. I don't know about you, but you'll have to kind of let me know. But I'm not seeing it the way that I was. So let me know what you're thinking. Again, this one is the agave green Paperwhite, and then Paperwhite signature from 2021, and this one is the Colorsoft. So I think this experience is worth it, even if you're not reading graphic novels, but that's just me. And also I have a YouTube channel about e-readers, so that's my opinion. Again, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.